Hello YouTube, it's Problematic Boy here for a typical style video. A typical style video where I do a build demonstration, I talk about the character, and I finally landed on what I was looking at. I thought it might be the Yoga. Unfortunately, Yoga has an issue in that he's the only character in the game you have to press the F key for, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. That's not to say that Yoga is necessarily bad in my opinion. It seemed fine. It's just very annoying to play. Every map, I'm going halfway through the map, and then I have to press the F key, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So we're back on Carino, and I am calling this build Space Marine Carino. This is Space Marine Carino. We're currently just doing T7. Gear is not good. Gear is maybe not even half finished. It's worse than that. It's not even half finished gear. I think I'm using the wrong weapon type. I think I'd rather have a cannon than a musket. I'll talk a little bit about that. Um, but let's just run into like Dragon Rest Plateau or something like that. And I'll show a little bit how it's working right now. And just know that if you know how it's working right now, you'll know that this build has a lot of room to scale currently. So I'll talk a little bit about what is going on with the build. It is a strength, armor, tenacity, all those three. We want all of them. And it's currently a Blazing Bullet. We're getting a lot of attack speed. I wonder... Well, it's kind of fine for me to make the video now, but... I think some of these... The ones that have the right perfect combination on them are not underpriced, but... I think the memories that I'm using are probably underpriced in general, or the effect is undervalued. So I'll talk about that a little bit. And what I'll also talk about the ideal gear, right? And what gear I currently have. So we're just like running through. As you can see, we're just blasting. We have a lot of life because of the strength. And the boss is a little bit... I mean, it's okay. For now. Was there anything on this here? Minus damage. Minus crit rating. It's a little less damage on this map, but... It didn't matter that much. This is... I mean, knowing with the, the experience I have in the game, I know that the amount of damage I'm doing right now feels pretty good for what my gear is. So that's why I kind of decided to make the video. And we're only level 88, so we're also getting strength every time we level. Horse. Don't have anything here. Okay. And of course we're using Blazing Bullet. In case you could not tell, it's a new skill in Black Sail Season. So let me go over the gear. We're playing Ranger of Glory, and we are running Blazing Bullet, and currently we don't have the correct corrosion on our armor stack, so we're just using a regular one. I just threw this together. I decided that before I want to start spamming for the correct corrosion, which actually isn't that expensive, it's like 3 FE a try, 3 to 5 FE a try, which isn't that bad to go for. I just corroded this one. I bought it uncorroded. Corroded it, didn't hit, obviously. But currently I'm getting about 30 to 90. I'm not even getting that much, right? And the reason we're only getting 30 to 90, gloves, not done. Boots, 40 armor. Chest, only 6 armor. And helmet, no armor at all. So we have a lot of room to gain armor. Also, no armor on the rain, where we're running a 3 mod rain. We are getting some armor from this ring, which was very cheap. It gives us a blessing, a tenacity blessing, and armor while tenacity blessing is active. That's really good. So let's talk a little bit about the gear. Obviously, cheap chest. That's just like all-purpose. All-purpose helmet. That is cheap. These need to get replaced, but I wanted to finish the gloves first because the gloves, I think, are the most difficult craft of this build. You need fire conversion. I want to get at least 90% of my fire converted, and if I do go the cannon route, you cannot use the cannon that has the fire conversion on it because it's got 0.9 attack speed on it. It's terrible. You can't use that. You have to use a solar flame cannon if you're going to craft a cannon. So I have to get the conversion here, and I need at least T1. Currently we're converting 85%. I want that extra 5%, and I don't even want to talk about how many brilliants I've thrown in here. On this, gear, I'm settling for 44 strength, but I want the 12% strength, and I'm praying to God that the worst case scenario that can happen here. Let me move my I'll move my camera a little bit just so you guys can see. I do this like every video where I'm like slightly covering it. Okay, so the worst case scenario that can happen with this gear, and I don't think there's a way to avoid this, is that instead of getting like 10 or 12% strength, it gives me fervor and does not remove any mod, any of my suffixes. It just flat like slams the fervor on, and then I'm in a situation where I have to take it and only have 4% strength, and then the gloves are kind of shitty. But before I do that, I'm gonna uh, finish this conversion here to get at least 40%. Obviously, more's getting it full converted is better. I mean, if you have it T1, it's going to be full converted anyways because I can truth ember it. So, I mean, there's that. So, I guess that makes me happy. Uh, what doesn't make me happy is how many ruling embers I've purchased and flame sand that I've purchased to get this, and it's not working. T1 armor, because we want T1 armor. We're going to have to also, once we get our suffixes done with the technique embers, we're going to have to, that's right, acute fossil on percent armor and hopefully go for at least T2, and that's going to be expensive as shit. So that is the deal with the gloves. The gloves are probably just a mess to craft. It's going to be very expensive to craft these. Chest doesn't seem like it'll be too bad. Also, the problem is, let's look at our Ellie res. Ooh, it's bad. Okay, so the slots where we get Ellie res are probably our chest, our boots, and our helmet. The problem being that I wanted to finish the gloves first because it's the most annoying one to craft, right? I want to get the bad thing out of the way first. So right now we're walking around with bad Ellie res. Now, in the talents, there's a little bit of mitigation here from Ember Armor that makes it so that 50% of the erosion and elemental damage is taken as physical. So our armor's mitigating that 50% of the incoming damage, but it's still really bad. I do die. I was dying sometimes. I don't die too often, but I do still die even with a lot of life and the amount of armor we do have, which is not nearly what we could have, right? Like I said, I'm only getting 3, so we have above 60,000, but we don't have quite 80,000 yet. Let me take a look. Yeah, we're at 77,000. And that's with 2 tenacity stacks. I'm not really sure how it calculates, but you can see I have 78% mitigation. So it's good that 50% of that is getting converted, of our incoming damage is getting converted, but it's not good enough yet. So there's that. I guess I could talk a little bit about the weapon. This is sort of just like a weapon that I didn't really think when when I was doing this. I played around with Focus Shot too. I think Focus Shot is good, but you need a more conversion for that, and it's a little bit more difficult. But we want fire damage to attacks per 8 strength. Elemental damage is good. This is an enchant, and then we want T1 strength. Obviously, we need T1 strength. We need attack speed, and we need crit strike rating for sure. Maybe if I go fervor, I don't. Thing is, the fervor's a little excessive. I hardly ever don't crit at the moment, but maybe that's just because I have a tech crit rate on the gear. Maybe I could replace this with another mod because there's a lot of good suffix mods for the cannon that I think is probably a little bit better than the rifle. But you can go rifle as well. Right now it's pretty basic. I'm not gonna ominous or restless this because I'm gonna recraft on a cannon. So that's basically that. I'm not even making use of this additional damage. I don't ignite, so it's just kind of wasted. I'm just getting movement speed and strength from these boots. They're garbage. I'm not even getting armor from them. It's terrible. You can get about 10,000 more armor on a chest, I'm pretty sure. So we're missing a lot there. We could get more strength. Res could be fixed. I mean, there's so many different things we could do with the chest. We could be tankier. The helmet is okay-ish, but once I get... My plan is to do the chest, the boots, then do the helmet, then go for the corrode, and then maybe worry about a belt at some point later. We need falling leaves on a belt, obviously. That's probably expensive. I haven't actually looked, but I'm guessing it's expensive. So, all in all, the crafting is going to be expensive for this build. I consider it kind of like an advanced level build where, I mean, it's sort of simple enough to understand. You have all the good red stuff. Tenacity, strength, fire. It's all the good red stuff. So that's good. So we're looking at that. Let's look at the talents. The talents are actually, I'm not really changing that much. I mean, I could go something else before it, since they don't have that much armor right now, but I just played like this since I played like this 20,000 armor ago, right? When I only had like 50,000 or 40,000 armor, I was running these talents. So I've been building up as I go because I think it's more fun that way for me. If you want to respec before 80, go for it. Do something different. Have strength here, obviously. I'll do slow pan. Slow pan. I want the crit. This is a good node here. Life regeneration speed, but also armor per stack of tenacity. We have 8 stacks right now, so it's not bad. And then this is percent strength and double damage, which is good. We have about 1k strength. We're close to 1k strength. We'll be hitting 1k strength any level now. We'll hit it. So that's a good 10% chance to deal double damage. Not bad. Here, I'll do slow pan, but we're getting the defense because it helps our armor. Armor. Crit. Life regain. Life and skill cost. And then we got this good strength stuff here. Not sure where to put these 3 points, but I put them here in case I want this. This helps for clear. It's a fun node too. But we get a lot of life from this. And we're stacking strength anyway, so I thought why not get it. And then we're going to Brave. You have to go this if your armor stacking. Life. Flat armor. Big flat armor. Beautiful flat armor. Crit. More regain. We have a lot of life regain. I'll talk about that in a second. Tenacity Blessing duration. You get when you take damage. And additional armor. That's additional armor, so that's really good. So we're getting 8% additional armor from that. This node is really good. This is a great node. Any source of minus 10% additional physical damage taken is great because we're converting elemental and erosion damage taken into physical damage. So this mod is extremely important. And then we're getting this chance to gain double armor. That's helping for hits against us. And chest. This will be important when we actually get a good chest. We don't have a good chest yet. It's bad. And then this just helps out with res. That's all it does. Helps out with res up to 5,000. Per 5,000 stacks up to 12%. I don't even think I'm getting full value out of that yet. I might be. And then bonus node. This node is pretty good. I'm not taking it because I don't feel like I need it. But I might end up putting points in here later. Skill radius, projectile speed, and you get a penetration, which gives Blazing Bullet additional damage. So keep that in mind. Of course, we're running armor stacking, so we would like to get 20% armor per stack of Tenacity Blessing owned. That's really good. We want that. And then since we're armor stacking, we are going Ember Armor. I'm pretty sure if I took off Ember Armor, I would just be completely screwed. Like, I'd just be dying constantly. So you definitely need this. And also 1% chance to gain double armor per 10 strength. That's pretty good. I think that means I have a 100% chance. Right? Or am I crazy? It's something. It's a good amount. Okay, because I have 1,000 divided by 10 is 100. So we get double armor. That's great. Whenever we get hit, so that's awesome. And so those are the talents. I'll take a peek. Let's take a peek at the memories because I think this is really important to talk about what our aspirational relic and memories are. Let's move my camera again. Ooh, I'm up here this time. And let me just say, it is expensive. This is expensive. This is where you can sink a ton of FE. Right now, I'm very cheap, but I got what most important things. Okay, first off, this is really good. But I think the best one is the ooh, I had it somewhere where you want reload special ammo slots in order. So first of all, that's what you want for sure. You want this, and then this mod is really good because even though our magic shot is not the infinite magic shot, it's only in a 4-second duration. We consume it so fast. We ramp this up like instantly. So that's really good. This is a great starter one to get. I think I got it for 5 FE. But there's a more expensive one that I'll show. Here's this mod that's really good that I think people are underestimating. Plus attack speed for every special ammo reloaded recently up to 60 stacks. If you have enough attack and cast speed, this goes bam, like that. Especially if you're multi-striking, which is what we're doing. We're getting that ammo loaded. I calculated it without multi-strike, without taking into the account that we multi-strike once 100% of the time and twice 40% of the time. We're getting about 40% attack and cast speed. That is really good when you stack 3 of them, because we're getting 120% at least. It's more than that because of the multi-strike. But without multi-strike, 120% increased attack and cast speed, which is why we're shooting so quickly. And then this mod, Additional Regain Interval, is a great budget mod right now because you're really reliant on life regain in order to sustain yourself. We have a little bit of sustain. I didn't talk about this. I forgot to talk about the major talents in Bloodstriker, but you want to go Sacrifice to get a ton of attack speed from your tenacity and skill radius. And then I'm going Survival Will, which gives us speed when at low life, but also when we take damage, we regenerate 1% life. So that's partially sustaining us. It stacks up to 15 times, of course. But the life regain is really what's sustaining us, and reduced interval just means that you can regain more often, right? And so it's very good to have that. You can get it in Bloodstriker, but it comes at the cost of consuming life when you attack, so it's not very good. Have an interval here, have this mod here, and crit damage here, and this one here. Now, what is the juicy ones? Well, juicy would be get the landslide memory, which is at least 500 FE. Okay, so you replace one of these with landslide. The way we have it is that since we reload in order, and we almost always have magic shot up because we attack so often, we always have magic shot up. It's firing 3 special ammo each time we shoot, which means just getting landslide is 36% more damage to the build. So getting that memory is insane. That's basically like the chase goal, is to get that. And the other memories, I wish I could do like the search that see my search history or something, or like have these done, but I'll try to find them again. Give me a moment. The relic is you need reload in order and hero memory effect, I think is what it was. That's the chase one. So you want reload in order and hero memory effect. These ones are crazy. 80's actually pretty cheap, but and Engram 3, of course, is what you want. But let me move my camera again. We're just zipping all around today, aren't we? Is that you want, like, there's not many up, but this is what you want, because the memory effect is going to scale your attack speed a lot, I think. Otherwise, just get what I have, and it's like a ton cheaper. And then for the memories, I think I remember. You need no. You need this, and you need. I'm trying to see. I think it's one of these down here. It's either the projectile damage one. Oh no, it's this one. Yeah. You need these. At 11. And you can see there's only one up right now for 250, but this is the ideal situation, right? Is that you're getting 11% more damage when using special ammo. You're always using special ammo, and you get the attack cast speed. So you'd be running 2 of these for 22% more, and then a landslide one for 36% more, and either memory effect or the one I have. I'm not sure actually which one's better, but I think the memory effect is probably better. But you would have to see. The memory effect obviously expensive, but that's where you can sink a ton of FE in the build. You're also going to sink a ton of FE in the build crafting the gear that you need, because it's you just need to finish the gear. It's just as simple as that. And then getting the corrode It's just a matter of luck. You're just spinning the wheel, and you could be doing that forever. But what I find is interesting combining the strength is that I get a ton of damage from the strength, and as I build up my gear, I'm getting more armor. So slowly, this is progressing, even though it's not the corroded version. Which the corroded version is just, I think it's 20 to 40. So it definitely scales up. That's really good. So right now it's only 10 to 30. That's fine. Anything else I want to talk about? Skills. Let's talk about skills. 20-minute video as usual. We have Blazing Bullet. I think Blazing Bullet is pretty fun. Like I said, I was also using Focus Shot. I think Focus Shot is a great choice too if you can get the conversion. Maybe get it on tree or something. I think it's, yeah, pretty good. Blazing Bullet, I feel that I don't need more projectiles. The area makes up for that. Focus Shot, you need a little bit more projectiles. So you have Penetration just because it's the most efficient. We get 4 penetrations. And as we know, we get 7% additional damage for every 1 penetration. So this is definitely the best one. Crit damage, Multi-Strike. I'm liking Multi-Strike. Multi-Strike gives 50% increased attack speed while multi-striking. And this alone gives us, well, right now, a 50% chance to multi-strike a second time, but a 100% chance to multi-strike at least once. So this is consuming our ammo faster and getting us the magic shot faster, ramping us, is doing everything, and it feels really nice. So I like having multi-strike on. Maybe it's bad. I don't know. If you think it's bad, you can put something else there. Attack focus. Actually, not even sure about attack focus, but I like it. Gives crit, gives damage. Wind projectiles, because I like the projectile to be fast. I could put slow here, but yeah. Potion, Berserk, Residue, Emergency Restoration, Blink, Quick Mobility, Periodic Burst, Cooldown Reduction. Aim. I love aim. We're staying still a lot while we shoot anyway, so. Mass Effect, Deathwell, Extended Duration, Mania. Bloodthirst, Mania. Mass Effect, Soul Focus, Bloodbath. Hopefully it stays on as much as possible. Soul Focus gives it quite a bit of duration, so you don't have to worry too much about the Mania. Running Steadfast, of course. We need to get a precise version of this. Don't even have that yet. And Magical Sorceress of Mana. Precise Projectiles and Charged Flames. And then we're running Scorch because we have Fueling, which ignores the fire res, so we can get additional fire damage taken by cursed enemies. Pog. We love getting that additional. And let me go over the supports here that you can't see, and I have to move my... Oh, you can kind of see them. Oh, pog. I'm not sure about the added fire. I think it's probably bad. But Mark and Crit are definitely good. So it's like go Mark and Crit. Also, we're going Ammo Expert. We're going Heart Piercing Shot to get chance to reload special ammo, so I don't get it anywhere else. Also, the crit rating is nice. We're going Crushing Gale Trigger because we have so much attack speed. We get additional skill damage from using special ammo, and we get more chance to reload special ammo. Currently, the way it works is my first 1 to 3 attacks that I do, I might get an ammo that's not special. I might, but it ramps up so fast with these attack speed mods here that I essentially very quickly go to 0% or 100% chance to reload special. So I don't have to worry about that very much. And then here we're going for this for projectile quantity, an ammo slot. The whole theme of, not the theme, but the whole philosophy of this is I have 3 special ammos. I reload them all in order, and Magic Shot fires 3 ammo at once. Yes. Projectile skill consumes 3 ammo, which means I'm always getting my I'm basically running a 9 link all the time, right? I have a 9 link all the time, and then this is going to be more consistent, and then eventually, like years in the future, I'll get landslide memory, and we'll have both. But definitely go with this until you get that. So that's basically the plan. If I had more chance to reload or like just more attack speed, Blade Shot is really good. I love Blade Shot, but I just can't get it right now. I need this. It gives me more crit too. It's fixing my crit. I don't think I'm running the right supports here. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I am. I think I could run. Maybe it's better to run penetration in here to get 1 more penetration because I have +5 to support skill level. Yeah, I have +5. So this is probably not the correct way to do it. But I can change that later, and you can mess around with it if you want. All right, 25-minute video. Anything else I missed? I kind of talked about the ideal gear. I mean, the ideal gear is you just want armor on it. Get a lot of armor, and then get res where you can't. I suppose you want movement speed on the boots. It definitely helps to have movement speed on the boots, because other than blinking, which we have, we're just running. Oh, excuse me, we're just running around. So, yeah, gear not even half finished. I don't have any single piece of gear that is finished. Actually, none of this is finished. So, the fact that it's performing pretty well is, I mean, the closest thing I have to finish is the gun, and I'm not going to finish that. I'm going to recraft. So I hope you guys liked it. I will do an update on this. I know I say that before and I don't do it, but I think I am going to do an update on this. Well, I did with Chad Shaker. I did an update. I will do an update with this unless Bleed gets fixed in like 2 days. I will say that. If Bleed gets fixed in 2 days, we're going crazy. We're going nuts. But if not, I'll do an update on this when I get more gear, more levels, and all that stuff. All right, thanks for watching. You can like, comment, subscribe. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/problematicboy. And Space Marine Carino. Space Marine Carino. Space Marine Carino.